Hello, BWX here, back with another video. Today we are going over the 71817, Lloyd's Elemental Power Mech, recommended ages for 7+, from LEGO Ninjago Dragons Rising Season 2 line. It comes with 253 pieces, and the minifigures you get Lloyd, Nia, and Cinder, the new Elemental Master of Smoke. At this time of this recording, Season 2 has dropped on Netflix, so I recommend you watching it. I personally don't have Netflix at the moment, so yeah. So without further ado, let's get into the box. Alright, here's the side of the box with the climber Lloyd. He is just in his promo art image. Then we have a little bit of green and more merge in the set number. Then on the back it says customize your mech with a set number of LEGO logo and all the mechs you can combine to, or at least the suggested combinations. Then on the other side is nothing much. Then on the top of the box you have the 1:1 scale with Lloyd, Nia, and Cinder battling, and then the LEGO logo and the set number, and the Lloyd's Elemental Power Mech in different languages. Alright, now onto the mech itself. Alright, to start off with the helmet of the mech, this is a brand new feature just for Lloyd. In my opinion, this might have been a Nia mech and they just swapped it for Lloyd for some reason. Because, like, Lloyd never was a samurai unless you want to count that non-exclusive minifigure from that book. But yeah, I would say that they need to fix this and make it like just dark gunmetal, not dark gunmetal, dark red. Slope should be have a little bit more texture to it instead of just being that. Just an angle piece that will just plop off every so often. And it's connected by these little joints right here. The droid arms, which I'm not a fan of because these break a lot. Then on the back of this suit, you just have the basic studs, hollow studs on the back. Alright, now opening this up, you do have a Chrono Steel mech logo with the Dragon Core, the optimized Dragon Core. You can open that up and fit Lloyd inside, as I'll show you right now. Here's Lloyd. You can bend his legs down, place him in the mech. He can fit without his armor. With his armor, LEGO just didn't include it for some reason, which is super odd. They should have included it. But yeah, I mean, it's very strange that he doesn't come with his armor, honestly. Like, very odd. Because this is his mech, and, like, none of them came with armor pieces. But yeah, I mean, like, he looks pretty good and protected in there. Because he is the leader, so he probably needs to be protected. Alright, then on the left arm, you just have basic studs and a Master Mountain armor piece with the SCCBS core joint from LEGO Ninjago Core. Then you have Dragons Rising Season 1 electric blade pieces and molded in a translucent green, which look really nice under a light. I will say that looks very nice under a light. Then it's the same on the other side, but you do have some nice dark red detailing you do have a thumb too, with the mech fingers from Core, which look really, really nice. You can actually hold his sword and it doesn't fall out like the Kai mech or anything like that. It stays very good, nice in place. You can angle it and do mostly any type of pose. I will say the core joints on here are a bit thin, but like, I'll be at the ratings. But I mean, he does look pretty nice, honestly. He does look pretty nice. But yeah, he has a tassel on the bottom of his sword that's extended. And it has a big blade, while the other one is more smaller with no tassel at the bottom. So what I've heard, this is kind of like what Ahsoka uses in Star Wars with two swords. So that's pretty interesting. Alright, then for the legs of the mech, it's nothing much, honestly. It's really nothing much. You just have your basic SCCBS combo joints with the Master Mountain armor shell piece, like up here, just on the bottom and just flipped. But now it's the same angle, sorry. Then you have some transparent green in here for the energy. And oddly enough, his legs are, let me move these up. His legs are, at a different angle. His feet are at a different angle for some reason. Instead of being like flat down, it's curving to the side, which is very, very interesting. It reminds me of his Oni form a bit, which I didn't expect him to like show any type of form of media again. But yeah, it does look kind of like an Oni Oni stance with all the curvature and stuff like that. But it does look quite nice with the dark red and gold. And before I forget, you can have 2 katanas on each side. I'm just showing one for this video. But you can have 2 katanas on each side of the mech. As you can see right here and here. 2 katanas. 4 of his set, 4 of his mech. To hold, and it's for weapon storage, which I should say that it should go upwards, not backwards, but it looks fine backwards, but it does look like this should have been for Nia, honestly. So, yeah. Now, let's get on to... Alright, my bad. Before we get into the minifigures, we need to start with the articulation. So, the articulation, you can bend this arm fully up and down. You can move it up and down, side to side. And you have these ball joints right here where you can move the electricity piece full 360. And the same as on the other side. Then, for the legs, it's just a basic same thing. You can go back and forth. And you can splay it outwards. Give him a stomping position, maybe. If it will work. Nope, okay. Then for his legs, his feet, you do have just your basic back and forth. It is hindered because it has no articulation right here where it goes forward. Cannot push this forward, it can only go back. So that's kind of unfortunate. But yeah, that's it for Lloyd's mech articulation. Let's move on to the minifigures, which are probably the highlight of the set, so let's get into it. Alright, so starting off with Lloyd here, he's just a basic, mech armor suit version. He just has the basic armor shelling with his name on the back, which is the only difference, in gold. And he's a mixture of dark green and spring green. You have his L symbol on the right side of his chest, golden hands, toe printing for his sandals. Then you have some mech armor shelling on his legs, and more armor shelling for his thigh area, and he has a green belt with some golden tassels. Really nice mech armor, I would say. Very nice dark green and light green highlights. You do have the Dragon's Rising Season 1 head. New mask piece just for this wave. Well, it's going to be appearing on J for Season 2 Part 2, with the evil J counterpart, apparently. So yeah, that may or may not be canon. Here's the back with the gold shine. It looks very, very nice. And then his head is just your standard Dragon's Rising Season 1 face print, which looks very, very nice. I mean, it could be a bit better with the dragon eyes, but I mean, it's fine. It works for the mech suits. But yeah, you do get this new dual molded mask piece in spring green and dark green. This is kind of reminiscent of his Day of Departed Lloyd head mask, which looks really, really nice. I do like how this looks, and it would look better if he had, a Dragon Strike variant, but it's fine. But yeah, it looks quite nice as this minifigure does. And yeah, you do have very nice golden highlights, and then golden bolts and more shelling. But yeah, that's it for Lloyd. Let's move on to Nia. Alright, Nia here, compared to Lloyd, is a lot different. She uses more of her original colors, compared to Lloyd, who has brand new colors. So basically for Nia, she has a dark red belt with a golden belt latch on it. She has her symbol in gold. She has her underneath her chest area is in a dark gunmetal gray color, which you can see it shines in the light. Her toes are in silver, reminiscent of the Sons of Garmadon, the movie, and all that. Season 11. Then we have her knee pads are in a light blue, originally from her Water Ninja counterpart, and the dark red is from her OG Water Ninja. This is more of the Wild Brain / modern era Nia with the light blue, but it looks very, very nice on Nia. On the back, it just says her name in jargon in gold, and you have more dark gunmetal gray, and then the blue for her mask and her torso prints and her leg prints. Then for her head is the Dragon's Rising Season 1 head print, which looks really, really nice. It fits her character very, very well. As you can see here on the back, that's what it looks like with her face on, her mask on, slightly. But yeah, you do get this brand new, not exclusive anymore, but it was exclusive to the Eagle the Master Dragon, helmet piece in dark gunmetal gray and light blue, which looks really, really nice. I really do like how this looks. So that's it for Nia. She just has this standard face with a very, very confident smile. And you do get 2 katanas for the heroes in the set. I'm just not going to show those considering those weapons are super common and you probably know what they look like by now. Alright, entering this new era, we have a new elemental master of smoke, and his name is Cinder. He is one of the underlings for Roz. He's not like, he's one of the generals for Roz, not an underling. Yeah, so basically, he just has the same katana that him and Jordana use, which is one of these Marigard blade pieces with a dragon hilt, not dragon hilt, one of these just basic hilt pieces from Star Wars, and then a tooth piece at the end. So let's get that out of its hand. Then basically his torso, legs, and his neck wrap is basically the same as Jordana's from season 2, part 1. Except his only difference is his face print and hair. His hair is a light gray version of the Lego Batman movie / Benfomar hair from season 15 or the Lego Batman movie, which is really nicely molded in this light gray color. Looks really, really nice. Then on the back of his head, before we get to that, he has a translucent head, as you can see here through the stud. It is completely translucent. It's completely translucent, as you can see. Lift this up and you can kind of see it too. Yeah, you can kind of see it. It's really hard to tell because it's a darker head. And darker plastics tend to, not show as easy. But you do have another head on the back where you can just turn this around. And he has, his face where it's like more in tune with the element of smoke, where he just looks like his smoke is just coming out. It's covering his whole entire face, which looks very, very interesting. I wish we got a shatter spin face, but luckily, alright, so I'm currently building Egalt right now, but I swapped the heads, but we have, so this is Cinder from the Egalt set. I decided to put the custom Ninjago customs / Super Brick Figs and Skunk Figs or Skunk Customs on Instagram. I used this shatter spin head, which looks really, really nice on Cinder. Honestly, it looks very nice. But this is more show accurate if you don't want the Lego head, because they're supposedly using this for part 2 too. The same head right here. Well, you're basically stuck buying the custom printed head, which is unfortunate because people should be able to get this head, but it's very cheap. I would say it's very cheap for a good printed head. Honestly, it's like $4 plus shipping, which you could buy a little bit more, and it should tone down the shipping a little bit. But yeah, really good head. This ain't a review for this, but it's a good option if you want it. It's Super Brick Figs on Instagram. Go to his page and you can click the link to his store. I received everything I bought from him, so yeah. Sorry for sponsoring this, even though I'm not sponsored. But yeah, Cinder, he does not have a shatter spin head, which is not canon, which is canon to the show, which is very unfortunate. He should have had the shatter spin head. But yeah, I'm rambling. Let's conclude the video. Alright, so how do I rate this set out of 10? I would say a solid 8 or 9 out of 10 is very good for this set. The set's very, very good. It's very, very well priced at $20. I wish that it had at least bulked up a little on this arm area because it is a bit thin. But the torso is really, really good, well made. The samurai helmet's mostly well made. It's just the sides of it is a little bit iffy, in my opinion. But yeah, overall a 9 out of 10. This is a really good set. There's really nothing to complain about. Because you pay $20 for this. It's very structurally sound. It's not going anywhere unless your ball joints break. Well, no, unless the sockets break. The ball joints are usually pretty sturdy. But yeah, so that's it for this review. Thank you all very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.